Have you ever had a moment of clarity? You know, an aha moment? A moment where you have a sudden realization or a personal revelation that somehow is able to make sense out of the world around you, somehow is able to make sense out of your life and put things into perspective. It's like watching all of the pieces of the puzzle come together for just a brief moment, right? And this is an amazing feeling. And a lot of us give into this amazement and we go on this ego trip. I'm guilty of this, of believing that this revelation, this conclusion that I've come to is the end conclusion or the final conclusion. That somehow at 28 years old, I've been able to sum up everything there is to know about the universe in 50 words or less on Reddit. You know? You gotta admit, sometimes it feels nice to go on a good ego trip. You know, and an ego trip can last for just a day or a week. It could last for months. It could last for years. But sometimes it feels good to walk around and feel like you have it all figured out. That you're at the end of learning and the pinnacle of understanding. This can feel amazing, right? Well, recently, over the last few weeks, I feel like I have reached another level of consciousness, you could say, right? Like I've had some sort of realization in the last few weeks that has made sense out of the world for me, and a lot of things that I've been learning about, reading about, experimenting with, right? And for a brief moment, I gave into the amazement and said, wow, this is amazing. Looking around and knowing everything, essentially, right? I went on this brief ego trip, and by brief, I mean a few days, maybe, 2 or 3 days, maybe. And then it struck me, I said, wait. I kind of caught on to what was happening. And I told myself, well, you've been down this road so many times before, and you know what happens. Somewhere you're going to run into a wall. You're going to be disappointed. You know that at some point, all of these puzzle pieces that have come together for you and formed this perfect image are going to dissolve and fade away, just like it has every other time. But I wasn't depressed about this. I was actually inspired by it because it's a beautiful thing. Just like it feels amazing to walk around having a good old-fashioned ego trip, feeling like you understand the universe. It can be just as amazing to look around and say, wow, it's pretty amazing that at my age, I'm understanding the world the way that I am now. Could you imagine the masterpiece my mind will become over the next 30 years? If this is the sort of realizations that I'm having right now, think about the revelations I'll be having in 20 years from now. You know? Humans, we're always in a process of birth, growth, and development, right? Death, decay, birth, growth, development, death, decay, birth, growth, development. You see, constantly in thought, in belief system, in every way. Just like the sun rises and sets every day, so do you and I. Right? Anyway, until next time, I hope you continue to free your